Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundlesssuccess to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth. Security guarantees for Ukraine. Chicago residents revolt over the Obama Museum, a major television merger, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told reporters Tuesday afternoon that U.S. air support in Ukraine could be part of security assurances as it works to come to a peace agreement with Russia. She reiterated that President Trump does not want U.S. troops to be on the ground to support Kiev. Trump, Ukrainian President Zelensky, and European leaders met Monday to build the contours of a peace deal. Trump said the administration is working to set up a meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Zelensky. In a call to Fox News' Fox and Friends on Tuesday morning, Trump reiterated a plan for security guarantees for Ukraine, but emphasized it would not mean American troops on the ground there. The Department of Homeland Security is expanding its crackdown on Chinese imports suspected of using forced labor in their supply chains. Products like steel, copper, lithium, caustic soda, and red dates coming from China are now designated high priority for inspection and will come under the microscope by Customs and Border Protection, in line with the Uyghur Forced Labor Protection Act. Caustic soda, or sodium hydroxide, is an industrial chemical used in everything from aluminum production, paper making, textiles, and soap to petroleum refining. Red dates, a fruit grown in China, are often dried and used in teas and snacks. The use of slave labor is repulsive, and we will hold Chinese companies accountable for abuses and eliminate threats its forced labor practices pose to our prosperity, Secretary Kristi Noem said in a statement. Britain's Labour government is toying with the idea of a new wealth tax, causing more than half of the country's millionaires to consider leaving the country if the tax is enacted, according to a survey by Arton Capital, a financial advisory firm. The U.S. tops the list of countries the British millionaires say they might flee to, followed by Canada, Australia, and the UAE. Chicago community leaders and longtime residents say the Obama Presidential Center risks washing away the neighborhood's fabric, warning that proposed luxury developments tied to the project could price out families who have long called the South Side home, according to a report. They also say the sprawling 19.3-acre site in historic Jackson Park, with its 225-foot-tall concrete museum, has become an eyesore that disrupts the natural landscape, and all locals are getting in return for the unsightly structure is soaring rents and higher tax bills. This is a monument to one man's ego, Steve Cortez, a longtime Chicagoan, told the Daily Mail. Look at the Reagan Library. It's beautiful. There are almost no windows. What are they hiding? And this brutalist cement look in a city known for its incredible architecture. The Obama Foundation secured a 99-year lease for the public parcel for $10 in 2018 and promised to revitalize the area. Alderwoman Jeanette Taylor, who represents much of the working class neighborhood surrounding the site, fears that locals are being priced out. Every time large development comes to communities, they displace the very people they say they want to improve it for. This was no different, and we're living what is actually happening, Taylor told the outlet. We're going to see rents go higher, and we're going to see families displaced. She has pushed for protections such as affordable housing requirements around the site, tenant purchase rights, and rental assistance to shield residents from displacement. Congressman James Comer said that Trump's Department of Justice will begin to release files related to its investigation into Jeffrey Epstein to the House Oversight Committee. At the FBI, amid Deputy Director Dan Bongino's public feud with Attorney General Pam Bondi over the Epstein files, Trump appointed a new Deputy Director to work alongside Bongino and FBI Director Kash Patel. Nexstar, the biggest player in local U.S. television stations, is getting even bigger after it agreed to purchase rival Tegna for $6.2 billion, the companies announced yesterday. The deal would give Nexstar control of 265 stations across 44 states and Washington, D.C., which CEO Perry Sook argued is necessary to compete with the tech giants. But critics worry the consolidation will stifle competition and commandeer local programming, and it's likely to spark regulatory scrutiny. The deal has to be approved by the FCC, whose chair Brendan Carr has signaled an openness to relax existing limits on how much broadcasters can own. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.